Hey guys, Nate here. So I got the question the other day, how do I know if I am in the right place when I'm doing my self-soft tissue before I do any activity? That's a great question. I want to start off with the best places to start are typically where what I would call is a trigger point. And a trigger point is just basically just a muscle that is continuing to work. It's doing too much and we need to learn and we need to teach it to kind of calm down and shut itself off just so that you can go through the range of motion. So how these trigger points typically present, they're a very tender point in the muscle belly. So if I'm feeling around on the biceps, say I'm a little sore, a little stiff in kind of this area, I may just kind of feel around in the area and see if something sticks out. So if there is a trigger point there, there's going to be a specific spot, just a small one, where it may feel like a little bit of a knot, and it may hurt or be a little bit more tender than the rest of the muscle. Now, if you're in an area of soreness where the muscle was used a lot the day before, the whole muscle may feel a little sore, but a trigger point where we want to kind of focus our efforts on are going to be one specific place that kind of is like, what I almost like to say is it almost feels like a finger that pops out if you lay them down, and feels like a little bit of a band, and it feels a little bit more tender than the rest of it. Okay? So in general, to find out the places of your body instead of having to go through the whole body and try to turn off the muscles or try to feel a little bit better when you're doing your soft tissue, a great place to start is kind of get a sense for like, where are you most sore at, or where do you feel the most stiffness at in your body? It may be your hip, it may be the front of your thigh, it may be the shoulder, it may feel like the back of the shoulder. So start there, and then kind of just feel around, whether it's with your fingers and kind of like if it's in my chest, if I'm just kind of going around and try to feel like, okay, here's a spot that's a little bit more tender than the rest of the muscle belly. I'm going to kind of focus my point on there as I'm going through the range of motion, as I'm performing my soft tissue mobilization. Okay? Go through, and that's how I kind of get a general sense. So just kind of go through the whole body, feel for stiffness, where you feel stiff at, and then kind of run through some very general feelings through the muscle belly itself and see if there's one or two spots in that whole muscle where it feels a little bit more tender than the rest of the muscle. Once you find those tender points, that's where I stay with my soft tissue mobilization. So using a lacrosse ball or a medicine ball or even my fingers or a massage gun to stay in that area as I move through the range of motion. Okay? Give this a try, guys. Feel for some of those trigger points. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to discuss. Thanks, guys.